Let's start with the cool suit failing during stage one. A lot hotter today than we expected. How tough was that to get through all the laps?
It was hot. Yeah, I flipped it on probably lap 15. I was like, oh, it's going to be a long day. So, yeah, it was warm, but was able to just to keep going. So really proud of the whole 12 guys from starting in the back and making good ground, and then me speeding, set us back again, and then having to come back up there. So Jonathan and the whole 12 team did a good job of kind of figuring out what to do from the start of the race and after my mistake. And yeah, just kind of stuck really there at the end. All three of us just kind of running the same pace. But overall, I appreciate Wabash for what they do. Ford Mustang, Ford Performance, Menards, Body Armor, the Worth Group, Denton Wizard, Dex Imaging, Advanced Auto Parts. Really good day for us.
The 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion Ryan Blaney collapsed 3 times after finishing third at Pocono Raceway. This wasn't just driver fatigue, it was a dangerous equipment failure that nearly cost him his health. The 31-year-old driver is facing mounting problems that could derail his championship defense. Blaney started the Great American Getaway 400 from the rear of the field. His number 12 Team Penske Ford required a starter replacement, forcing him to begin at the back. Pocono Raceway presents a major challenge for overtaking due to its triangular layout. The track's design makes passing extremely difficult. Crew chief Jonathan Hassler developed a creative strategy to overcome this disadvantage. Blaney praised his crew chief's strategic abilities. "He's one of the best at it, strategy," Blaney said. The driver expressed complete confidence in Hassler's decision-making process. Blaney explained, "Just one of his gifts that he has, and I trust everything he does. I might give my opinion every now and then, but that's just us talking and discussing our thoughts. But at the end of the day, that's his call, and I trust him 100% of the way. Like I said, we got our work cut out for us today, but I think our car's fast enough to where hopefully we can make something happen." The strategy focused on timing pit stops carefully to avoid losing laps. The team planned to find windows of opportunity as the race developed. Disaster struck on lap 15 of the 160-lap race. Blaney's cooling suit completely failed. The system drivers rely on to regulate their body temperature stopped working entirely. Outside temperatures reached the mid-90s during the race. Inside the cockpit, temperatures exceeded 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Blaney realized immediately what lay ahead. "I flipped it on probably around lap 15 and I said, oh, it's going to be a long day," he revealed. The driver faced 145 more laps in extreme heat without any cooling assistance. The equipment failure created unbearable conditions inside the race car. Blaney had to endure cockpit temperatures that exceeded safe limits for human exposure. NASCAR drivers typically depend on cooling suits to survive the extreme heat generated during races. Blaney battled adversity from multiple directions during the race. The cooling suit failure represented just one of several problems he encountered. The team made progress in the first stage, but failed to capture stage points. Before the second stage began, Blaney pitted for tires and fuel. The team used 2 cautions during the stage to top off on fuel. This strategic decision proved crucial later in the race. After the second pit stop, Blaney found himself at the rear of the field again. He received a speeding penalty on pit road. The violation sent him back through the pack when he needed to move forward. The fuel strategy ultimately worked in his favor. During pit stops after a caution on lap 78, Blaney didn't need to take as much fuel as competitors. He restarted 8th with fewer than 20 laps remaining in the stage. He finished 8th in the second stage. Blaney emerged as a contender for victory in the final stage. Between the final stage going green and his last pit stop, he grabbed 2 positions. A caution flag waved 1 lap after he pitted, cycling him to 3rd place. The final restart came with 30 laps remaining. Blaney positioned himself directly behind race leader Chase Briscoe. Briscoe was running in fuel-saving mode to reach the finish. Teammate Denny Hamlin struggled to pass Briscoe for the lead. Blaney was breathing down the neck of both drivers ahead of him. If Hamlin had successfully passed Briscoe, Blaney would have had an opportunity to challenge for the win. That scenario never developed. Briscoe maintained his fuel and held off both Hamlin and Blaney for his first victory of the season. The moment Blaney exited his car, the effects of extreme heat exposure became visible. He collapsed to his knees multiple times immediately after getting out. Track medical personnel rushed to his assistance as he struggled to remain standing. Colin Ward of Motorsports Today reported the alarming scene.
They get this different.
Just watch out because they're starting to pull the cars back behind us.
Blaney attempted to conduct an interview with Amazon but could only stand briefly. He collapsed back to the ground during the interview attempt. New behind-the-scenes footage captured the full extent of Blaney's condition. The video shows him sitting on the tarmac beside his car. He was wiping his face with wet towels as his condition deteriorated. His Team Penske crew rushed to his side with water and electrolytes. The 50-second video documented his transport to the infield medical center. Medical staff loaded him onto a golf cart for the trip to receive proper treatment. NASCAR's medical team responded quickly and professionally to the situation. Blaney's symptoms aligned perfectly with heat exhaustion diagnosis. He experienced dizziness, muscle cramps, and severe dehydration. The medical team administered fluids and cooling measures at the scene. They transported him to the infield care center for comprehensive treatment. Team Penske reported that Blaney remained awake, alert, and responsive throughout the medical evaluation. Medical personnel released him without requiring hospital admission. His condition stabilized quickly once proper cooling and hydration began. The incident raised immediate concerns about driver safety thresholds during extreme temperature conditions. June has presented a series of health challenges for Blaney. He battled illness during a different race earlier in the month. The 31-year-old driver nearly experienced a bathroom emergency while driving in that previous race. Brad Keselowski questioned whether issues from the Mexico City event were still affecting Blaney. Several drivers experienced dehydration and stomach problems during the Mexico City race. The connection between these incidents remains unclear. Blaney has described June as a long month for him personally. Despite these health setbacks, he continues producing competitive results on the track. Blaney has already recorded 5 did-not-finish results this season. Equipment failures and racing incidents have plagued his championship defense campaign. These DNFs represent a significant concern for his playoff positioning. The driver secured a victory at Nashville Superspeedway earlier this year. This win locked him into the 16-driver NASCAR playoff field. The playoff berth relieves some pressure but doesn't address the reliability issues. Avoiding incidents has become crucial for Blaney's success. His team must balance caution with aggression to maximize results. The cooling system failure at Pocono represents another reliability concern to monitor. The Pocono incident sparked immediate discussions about driver safety protocols. NASCAR officials are examining safety thresholds for racing in extreme temperature conditions. The incident highlighted the critical importance of cooling system reliability. Equipment failures in extreme heat create dangerous situations for drivers. Cockpit temperatures exceeding 120 degrees Fahrenheit present serious health risks. The NASCAR medical team's quick response prevented a potentially more serious outcome. Driver safety discussions now focus on backup cooling systems and temperature monitoring. Teams may need to implement additional safety measures for hot weather racing conditions. While Blaney battles health issues, Bristol Motor Speedway undergoes a massive transformation. The track is being converted from a racetrack into a baseball field. Demolition started in early June, with heavy construction now in progress. The transformation prepares for the August 2nd Speedway Classic between the Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds. This represents the first MLB game in Tennessee state history. Bristol officials are creating a Major League Baseball-worthy facility. It's not going to be good to have a 2-foot wall in the outfield for a player to run into, so naturally those had to go, said Steve Swift, Senior Vice President of Operations Development for Speedway Motorsports. The conversion requires approximately 17,500 tons of gravel to level the infield. Murray Cook, president of Brightview Sports Turf Division, confirmed that trucks will bring in 340 tons of Pennsylvania clay for the playing surface. The grass will be synthetic with 124,000 square feet being installed. The field uses the same surface as the Toronto Blue Jays. Musco Sports Lighting is adding 215 lights to the top of the track to eliminate shadows. Cook explained, "The field obviously is a big part of this event, and we're making it as major league level as it needs to be for this game. Creating an MLB-worthy facility requires more than just a playing field. BAM is helping MLB and Bristol construct temporary locker rooms with showers. The facilities include strength and conditioning rooms, coach and trainer offices, batting cages, and a full weight room.